Welcome to my channel. My name is Patty. I am here on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook under 4 boys and an NL girl. NL stands for Newfoundland and Labrador girl. My pronouns are she, her. I am usually coming to you from the extreme east coast of Canada, and I still am, but not quite the most easterly point. I'm further west visiting my parents in Notre Dame Bay, Gander Bay, one of the beautiful bays in Newfoundland, and I'm here in their sunroom. And I haven't done videoed in ages and ages, and I'm here stitching, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a little update on what I've been working on to show you, and I even have a fully finished object to show you as well, so I'm going to get that out. So I would have showed this in my last video. This is an exclusive design that I did for folks under Bryn Needle. So along with my design business for boys and the NL girl, I'm also the fabric dyer behind Bryn Needle, which is a Newfoundland and Labrador based hand-dyed floss and hand-dyed cross-stitch fabric company. And I had completed this pattern for an exclusive design for some introductory kits that we had out for Bryn Needle in May of last year. This pattern will be coming out in late summer of 2025, late summer on the Bryn Needle website, and I'll tell you all about that when that happens. This is a bookmark that I designed. It's based on a stained glass window that was in Bryn Needle's first retail space, which unfortunately has now closed. But these are all stitched in Bryn Needle colors. So let me get that to focus. So all done in Bryn Needle colors. Bryn Needle floss, I should say. It's stitched on 14 count Aida fabric, which I have sewed onto a piece of wool felt on the back, and then I just pulled 3 or 4 threads off on the edge. Once I went around the edge here, I just pulled off those threads, and I think it makes a lovely bookmark. I love how that one came out in particular. And I think it looks very much like stained glass, so I'm really thrilled with that. And it's a fully finished object. I don't think I finished anything cross-stitch related in 2024. So the fact that I have something completed at the in early March is a coup for me. So I'm very happy with that. Next, I'm going to show you, a few projects that I have been working on. I've got a couple of new starts, and I have a couple of not new starts. So start with this one. So I would have showed you this one last time round. It is a kit by the Witchy Stitcher with Halloween, what's it say? Halloween greetings on it. I'll put a picture in here of how this looked last time you saw it. I had stitched, but I had ended up, I believe, fixing a mistake, and then I didn't really get very far in that. But I've gotten a bit further now. So this is just a die stitched on a 14 count tea and coffee dyed Aida. And there's a light behind me. I forgot, fabric. So this is how far I am with this one so far. You can see the glittering. The orange in the middle is a metallic thread, an étoile, and it looks really, really good. Up here, there's a moon. It's going to be a crescent moon, and I think that's turning out just so cute. My mom asked me why I was stitching this Halloween project. Oh, there goes the clock. Asked me why I was stitching this Halloween project in March, and I said, well, I won't get it done if I only stitch it in October. So I don't know if I'll have it finished for this October, but can always hope. The next one I'm going to show you, the completed project here. I'll put in, this is a Calico Cat pattern from the Vivisters, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, on Etsy. I'll put a little picture here. I think I have one. If I don't, I apologize, but I'll try and put a picture here about how this looked last time. This is dyed on Monaco, 28 count Monaco. fabric that I had dyed specifically for this project. Sorry, I've got just moving the needle minder over so you can see. So you can definitely see cat ears now. So I'm really happy with that progress. And I think that the colors look great. The color looks great. It's a little bit there. That's pretty true to color. I think that looks really good on that fabric. I am using Pattern Keeper for that project because the cat itself is pretty full coverage, and I like using Pattern Keeper for anything that's that full coverage. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying that. Great fun. And I do have to stitch it. I find the darker fabric, I have to stitch it when the light is really, really good. Next up, I have 3 new starts because I've been stitching on them for 2 or 3 weeks. They don't really feel like new starts to me anymore, but they are new starts to you. The first one is so Karen over at the Stitching Owl is hosting the Canada Swaps 2. It's a opportunity for Canadian stitchers to stitch something for a fellow Canadian. And I am stitching I'm trying to make it as Canadian as possible. The parameters last time around were to stitch using a Canadian designer, which wasn't the case this time, but I'm still using a Canadian designer. So I'm stitching this stitch spool by Jeanette Douglas. There's the spool there. So mine will be finished on the spool as well. And I'm almost finished. I did change so I bought that as a kit that I received from Gita's, which is a needlework store or a cross stitch store in Ontario, I think Mississauga, around the Mississauga area anyway. So I'm almost finished. Let me put something behind this. Is that gonna work? Yeah. So there is Roxy Floss Co. thread in here along with Brenna Needle thread. The fabric is some that I dyed for Brenna Needle. It's a Lugana, 28 count Lugana in I think Mozzie Day, but don't quote me on that because it's kind of a mystery fabric. So I still have to do the nun stitch over on this side, and then I can take this off, put the interfacing behind it, and then get it placed on the spool. And that spool finish I'm going to show you again. It is so cute. The back, you see here that it's buttons going down the back and then ribbon tied like a shoelace. So that's going to be I'm not sure this is focusing. So that's going to be very, very cute when it's finished. And yeah, the deadline is to get that in the mail by March 10th. And I'm going to squeak into the deadline because I am out visiting my parents and I don't have all my finishing materials here, but I'll be home in time to get that into the mail on or before the 10th of March. My next new project was from Canadian designer Sam Pigeon from Pigeon Coop Designs. He is getting out of the kit making business, still designing cross stitch, but not doing kits anymore. So I bought 3 kits that I would show you in a haul portion, but I have left them at home. So I'm not going to be doing that today. But one of the kits that I received was this beautiful hoop. The hoop comes with the kit as well, with these forest trees. And I've made a huge mistake, I think. I'm not sure. I've got to check. Anyway, now that I'm looking at this picture, maybe I haven't made as big a mistake as I thought. Regardless, this is what I'm going to be showing you. It's the kit came with all the colors and the fabric. This is a 14 count oatmeal, and this is behind it. This is how far I am now. So I've got the middle tree done, and I'm working on the tree on my left, your right. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get this one finished to put up on the wall fairly shortly. So we'll see how that goes. And my last project to show you is, this may not be a new start. I may have started this and you may have seen it last time around. I can't remember. I think I did show it to you. Excuse me. So this is Modern Folk Embroideries, The Biscuit House. I think it's a really, really cute design. I am using a 28 count Monaco from Deep Stash. I suspect this Monaco has to be 15 at least years old that I'm using for this. I am using Roxy Floss Co. Just Navy and Almond for this project. And I did end up ordering more of those because I needed more to complete the piece. So I have trimmed it. This, I think, if I show you last time, it had a huge big end on this side, but I've trimmed it, and this is how much I have to show right now. I see that there's a little bit of glare from the window. Great space to sit on, maybe not necessarily the greatest space to video in. Yeah. So this is how wide it will be. And now I'm just starting to go down on this side here to get the motifs finished so I can get the length finished. And right now I'm just doing all the navy. I will go in with the almond, the lighter color. I'll just show you again. I will go in with the lighter color afterwards, or at least I'll be halfway done before I add that lighter color. Yeah, so that's it for cross stitch. I guess a little bit of an update. Brain and Needle will be at weekend 1 of Stitch North 2025. So we will see you in Brampton, August 26th to the 28th. So that'll be great fun. Both Cheryl and I are looking forward to that. That's all really my update on the cross stitch front. For life updates, so that's it for the cross stitch. If you're not interested in a life update, then thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. For those of you who are, I guess, just interested in a brief life update, we have had an interesting February and March. February ended with 3 of our sons getting food poisoning. So that was this past week. That was not fun at all. Really not fun. Thank goodness we have 3 bathrooms, and that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, we had enough snow to go for my husband and I to go snowshoeing a few times. And now you probably can't tell, but unfortunately it's raining. So any snow, and there really isn't much, any snow is going to disappear over the next 24 hours because it's supposed to go up to 9 degrees Celsius here tomorrow. Yeah, so it's the time changes tonight. It's time to spring forward. I really don't like the time change, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, and I think that's all my news. It's just a really quick video to try and not have as much space between videos. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon. I'm sure there's things that I've forgotten, and I apologize, but I'll try and do another video again in the near future. It's great chatting with you again. Stay safe and healthy, and take care. Have fun stitching. Bye.